Hello, welcome along everyone. It's Nigel here with you, Nigel's Modelling Bench, and it's Saturday the 15th of March 2025, and here we are, the postman's bin, and we've got another little haul from Brooks Models. So thank you very much, Rob and Ali over at Brooks Models. If you want to go and have a look on their website, go take a look, brooksmodels.com. There it is there. You can also drop them an email should you wish, and there you go. So yeah, great. So we've got this marvellous masking tape from Mr. Hobby. This is the orange stuff. This stuff is amazing for assembly work. It's a high adhesive. You can see it says high adhesion. They also do a low adhesion one. But this stuff you'll see me using a lot, especially for assembly and stuff. It's great. We've got the 400 grit here. These are the, they call them soft sanding sticks, but they're fairly rigid. And they use a Matador. I've always called these the Matador sticks because they're manufactured using excellent quality waterproof sheets by Matador from Germany. So there we go. They're made in Korea, but they're using German sanding. You can see I use them here. I've got the full set. Got the full set of Infinity sticks here, and they're absolutely brilliant. I think they're the best on the planet. And there's my 400 grit there, which is absolutely knackered. So that needs replacing. Hence ordering some more. So you can get the set. Which is 400 up to, I think, 5,000 grit. No, 7,000 grit. You can get the set, but you can also buy them in individual packs of 4 of whatever grit you want. Rob only stocks a couple of them because you know, to be honest, with the set, once you go back beyond sort of 1,000, they're not really much use unless you're polishing clear parts or something. And then we've got the 400 grit here. These are the zebra sticks, these are called, and they're brilliant. And as you can see here, we have the 400 grit zebra stick, which is worn out. You can see the colour. They go from grey to green. They sort of wear down fairly quickly and then stay where they are. But they're absolutely brilliant. I love them because they're fairly hard. They're great for doing square edges and stuff. So they come in packs of 2. We've got 4 of those. I thought I'd try this one, the VMS Flexi 5K CA resin. This is actually for optimised for gluing resin. So who knows? And then we've got here a jar of LP18 because I'm getting low. I've only got about 3-4 jars, and I like to make sure I've got plenty of this all the time. So there we go, LP18. And this here, now this is a set of drills, and this is what this video is all about. These drills cost £3, okay? And I've always said that these, you know, they're cheap and cheerful, but they do tend to be a bit all over the place with size. Now I've told Rob I'm going to do this, and he's quite happy. You can get these from Brooks Models for £3. Now £3 for a set of drills from 0.3 to 1.6 is a bloody bargain in any stretch of the imagination. You can also get these are the grey ones. They also sometimes come in a blue box, but as long as the micro box is written in capital letters like that, then they're good. They're good to go. And they're generally about £10. And you can actually get these on Rob's site. He's just got them in, and they are actually £10. So these are the better buy, in my opinion. But let's just see how good these are. Now I've got my trusty micrometer. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a look and measure them and see what they're like. So what I'll do is I'll take one out. You can see here the box is being extremely stiff to open, as they normally are when they're new. So can I get that one out? It doesn't want to come out. It's stuck in the box. They sometimes stick in their groove. There we go. There we are. Okay, that's only for the first time once you've used them. So this drill here, I'm going to do a couple random checks, and I'll check them all and then come back and report. So this one here should be 0.55 millimeters. So we'll measure the shank, and it's actually 0.6 millimeters. Okay, so there we are. So that's that one. The other thing we're going to do, we'll do a couple of random samples for size, and we'll also do a couple of random tests for drilling, because I've bought these cheap drills before and they've not been particularly good for drilling, which is a bit a shame, as they're actually called drills. 0.75, so this one is 0.7. all right, so let's see what size the actual 0.7 is. Okay, the 0.7 is 0.7 as well. You see, now this is one of the problems I've found with these in the past, the cheaper drills. they give you all these different sizes, but then they all tend to be, this should be 1mm. They tend to be like a batch of one size. That's 1mm dead on, you can see there. So that's good, that's 1mm spot on. So let's just see either side. What's the 0.95? I bet the 0.95 is 1mm as well. Nope, the 0.95 is 0.87. There you go. This is what I'm talking about. So if you're just buying a set of small drills because you need a set of small drills, then they're absolutely great. But if you actually want them to be the correct size, now that one is actually 1.15, and it should be 1.2. So that's absolutely fine. In fact, I'd go as far as to say these drills are absolutely fine for £3. I mean, what a bargain! I mean, you know, if you think Rob's got to buy them in and make a profit, so he's paying less than £3 for them, and then the distributor is going to buy them in and make a profit. That's 1.5 dead on, so that's good. You know, and the manufacturer's got to make a profit. So you think, how much is the manufacturer actually charging for these when you go back to the source? They're probably made in China. But yeah, absolutely incredible. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go through these and I'll report back and let you know what they're like. But as far as I can see at the moment, they're absolutely brilliant size-wise. Yeah, they're a little bit out on some, but you know, hey-ho. So I'll come back in a second and let you know what they're like. Okay, so I've gone through and measured them all. Now, as I said, it's a bit the same with all these cheap drills. You get sort of little blocks of a size. So you can see here the 0.3, 35445 are all 0.5mm drills. So if you're not worried about having a drill less than 0.5mm, then these are the ones for you. And then all the way we've got 5, 5, 6 and 6.5 are all 0.6, and then we've got 7 and 7.5 is 0.7. The 0.8 is actually 0.8, but the 0.85 is 0.8 as well. The 0.9 is 0.88, which is fair enough. The 0.95, which is 0.88. The 1mm is 1mm dead on. 1.2 or 1.3 are both 1.14. 1.4 is 1.35. 1.5 is 1.5. So, you know, sort of from 0.8 onwards, they're absolutely fine. Now, when you start getting into this sort of 0.75 as opposed to 0.7, when you're talking about drilling, you know, the size, when you're talking about that kind of difference, it almost depends on the material rather than the actual drill you're using. So, you know, it's kind of, if you're drilling something soft, the hole will be bigger than it should be anyway. If you're drilling something hard, generally, as you know, you just keep going through and the drill is always tight. It sort of closes back in on itself. You know what I mean. But I've got a mini art sprue here, so I'm going to have a go at drilling this. So I'm just going to stop this at a random spot. There we go. 0.6 this is. So this drill will be 0.6. And we'll put this in our David Union pin vise. Okay, and we'll see what it's like for drilling. So we'll try it there. And yeah, it's taking a bit of work. I'm having to push on it to get it to go through. Alright, so that's not so good. Let's go to, I don't know, 0.75 is this. So this will actually be a 0.7 drill. Yeah, that one there, you can see the end of it is not even, it's not even cut correctly. So that one won't drill at all. Let's go to the next one up. Try this one out. And that one's a bit tougher, but it's gone through. So there we go. And we'll try one of the bigger ones. Let's go for the 1.5. Let's just see what this one's like. Again, its job to push it through. Okay, but it is cutting. So, you know, if you're on a budget, then get these. They're absolutely fine for what you want. You just need to be able to measure them first. Now, if you get these, I've gone through these previously because I've actually transferred these from a blue box into a grey box to give a fair comparison for Rob's website. They're exact. I mean, I bought these in the grey box and transferred a lot of them into a blue box. And what I tend to do, I mean, I've got a few here. You see, I've got some here, and what I tend to do is you see, this is nearly a full set. This is random. And what I do is, as I wear them out or they break, I've got a spare then to backfill. I've always got one good box in the cupboard, in the drawer. So let's just go to just show you the difference with the more expensive drills. Let's just go there to 0.85. I'm just randomly selecting a drill. If this was live, I'd let you choose which drill I use. I'm not sort of particularly picking any drill in particular, but you can see when I start drilling with that, it just cuts and it's through straight away. Just show you that again on a fresh piece. You can see here that's the difference. That's the difference with these microbox drills. And we can go to the 1.5 like we did with the other cheaper drills. 1.5. And we can go here. We won't go into an existing hole. We'll just start drilling. That's the difference. Okay. So when you're looking at getting drills, this is what I've said to you so many times. It's always worth spending the extra couple of quid and get the £10 ones rather than the £3 ones. However, having said that, if you're only drilling balsa wood or and you're not particularly worried about having any particular size, you just want to be able to drill holes in stuff, because you want to do chain drilling or something like that, then absolutely fine. But just bear in mind that you're buying a set of drills with a load of sizes on them, and they're not generally those sizes, and not all of them will cut very well. Let's just randomly take another one of these. This is the 0.55, so this is actually going to be 0.6. And we'll grab our bit of sprue again. We'll see what this one's like. That's absolutely fine. So you see, you go through them, and anything that's absolutely terrible, just throw it away, and you might end up with 5 or 6 drills that are good and the right size. You'll end up with another 5 or 6 which are the right size but don't cut very well, whatever. But there you go. So there's your comparison. £3 versus £10. Personally, I would go for the £10 ones all day long. But as I say, if you're on a budget or you're not drilling anything that's of any substance, then just go for the cheap ones. Okay, thank you for watching. If you want to get anything from Brooks Models, as you'll know, you can use the code NMB10 for purchases of £15 to £50. Okay, and then £50 upwards, sorry, £50 and over, use the code NMB20 and you get 20% off. That one will give you 10% off. So well worth going and have a look and shopping around on the not shopping around, but shopping around on Rob's website. So thank you for watching. I hope that's been a bit of an education for you, for those that wonder why I always knock these cheaper drills. And as I say, Rob knew I was going to do this. He knows what they're like. Yeah, they're cheap and cheerful. They're very, very cheap actually, but they're not as good as the £10 ones. Bye for now.